Good morning, everybody. I'm Vincent Meza. This is Listings to Leads, and this is our class called Get Started. We do a lot here at Listings to Leads to help realtors. We have some really great automated listing marketing that's very powerful. It's got a lot of call to actions. You can get both buyers and sellers with your listing. We have a lot of clients who have been able to multiply their listing count just by using our tools. We also have a lot of tools if you don't have listings. We have landing pages, what is your home worth, the new construction and first-time home buyers, and things FSBOs for expireds. We have 80 PDF guides that are branded to you on every page. They're all like 5 or 6 pages long, 40 are for buyers, 40 are for sellers. You got multiple ways of advertising, either landing pages, your listings, or the PDF guides. You've got ad software. We have kind of super easy Facebook ad software. Takes 2 clicks to generate an ad. We have ad software from Google. We have e-flyers. So if you've got a lot of leads sitting in your CRM somewhere, we've got a lot of ways to engage those people. And again, call to actions to get more buyer and seller leads. And then we've got a lot of print tools. So if you're focused on a farm market, you want to hit them with print tools that capture leads. That's what we're all about. We also have some really cool new stuff for follow-up as well. We have our own drip campaigns, and we have some new AI text follow-up. And I think people are starting to understand the value of text follow-up when it comes to converting. I asked before we got started, how long has everybody been with us? Lisa, you're here. Didn't see you. Anna's been here a year. Yeah, 2014. That's almost 10 years, Lisa. That's right. If you're new to us, please let me know. And I'm going to show you that we have a lot of resources. This is an hour-long class. I appreciate you taking the time to join me here. Rachel, welcome. You're new. We do live training every week. So today it's Get Started. Scott's doing a good class on a social media farm. How do you build your farm? That's definitely worthwhile. I also do a class called Top Tools for More Listings, and I think you're going to want more listings if you're going to stay in real estate. And then there's Facebook and Google ads, and I really break that down on how to get buyer leads and how to get seller leads. And then I do a class for lenders as well. So that's all on leadgenwebinars.com. If you don't have that, I'm going to send that to everybody right now. And live classes are useful because you can hear questions, you can ask your own questions. But I know everybody's busy, so we record everything and we put it on this YouTube channel. And this, I think, is actually one of the most useful resources for all of our clients. I just sent that to you just now. And as I mentioned, I do a class called Top Tools for More Listings. And I did that class 4 days ago. I recommend that you watch that class. And if you go look just a couple weeks before, I did it again because I do that class every 2 weeks. Honestly, I recommend everybody watches 2 or 3 classes of Top Tools for More Listings because you're going to need more listings. It's going to get more competitive for more listings, and you need to understand all of the ways. And so on this page, also, you'll see some videos that Scott's doing. Really take some time and invest some time into learning what we've got here. There's a lot of tools here. And if you're like most clients, you're not even using 90, you're not even using 10% of what we do, right? But there are clients who actually get a lot out of our system, and their business grows dramatically. This is our Mastermind group. This is another great resource. If you're a client, go to the support page and ask them to get you in here. It's a private group on Facebook, and you can't actually get in the system or you can't see it until you're in it. And because it's private, you can't see it on Facebook. So use the support team to get in there. And I was scanning this a little bit before the call, and I noticed that people are starting to simple questions, right? How do you get leads from your Facebook ads to re-engage and like your page? This is a useless question to me because you don't need more people to like your page on Facebook because people don't really see anything on your page. Only 5% of your followers see anything you put on your Facebook business page because Facebook wants your money. They want you to run ads. And that's because they're a public stock, right? They're a public company. So you can have 1,000 people following you. Only 5% of those 1,000 people are going to see anything you put there. We do auto posting on Facebook. That's good for you. It's good in a listing presentation. Are you going to get a lot of listings there? No. Should you be wasting your time thinking about that? No. You should be taking your time and figuring out how to run ads which reach thousands of people and collect leads with name, email, and phone number. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Here's a good statement though that I wanted to point out. He says, hey, I'm realizing like automated text follow-up would be smart, right? And somehow he realized that people respond to text more than email and phone calls. If you don't know that already, please know that. Okay. Meaning when you're capturing a lead, I don't know how long you've been in the industry, but there's this great old saying, speed the lead, that term for it. And you know, that term is actually older than smartphones. There's a time where we weren't all walking around with smartphones, but now your phone tells you who's calling you, if it's spam, and everybody's afraid of getting scammed. There's tons of scams. Your email is loaded with scams. So who's going to answer a phone from somebody that they don't know? Not many people. And that's why when you're calling these leads and they're like, I don't know who you are, it's because they don't want to talk to you, right? That's why this person, Mark here, is saying somehow he must have learned on a call that people respond to text faster, more often than email. We're all getting 100, 200 emails every day. You think your email is getting to that person even though you capture it as a lead? Probably not. They might be scanning it, but maybe not. They're definitely not responding to phone calls in the way you'd like. They are responding to text messages. And that being said, as Scott's mentioning here, we have our own AI text follow-up that's actually pretty strong. It's a really great software. It's asking questions. It's very intuitive and very intelligent. And if you're signed up for that, it's an add-on to the system. It will start hitting those leads with text messages until those people are ready to talk to you. And then I'm going to just point this out. This is in the Mastermind group. This is a scam that so many people get. And I don't know if you've ever heard of a phishing scam. What a phishing scam is, you get an email and it says, hey, something's wrong in your account, right? And it comes from all kinds of companies. But when you're running things in Facebook, you start getting these fake emails. And and it scares you, and you sign in because you think there's a problem and your account's going to get shut down. You really need to look at where the address is coming from. It's usually a spoofed email address. And when you give them your ID and password, they log into your account, change your password, and start running ads for their own company on your credit card. So you really need to ignore these things. I tell you, every week we have one agent or another asking the same question. So that's what's inside the Mastermind group. Usually there's people who are asking questions, but I'm going to show you something. If you're new to us, or even if you've been with us like Lisa for 10 years, got to ask yourself, why should I be investing in this? And here's a good reason, a good example of why. This guy here, Dustin Box, is an agent. Okay. And he put this video at the beginning of this year, 2024, because he wrote a book on real estate advertising and marketing. And we knew about Dustin when I signed up their office. What I do, aside from doing these calls, is I set up offices and brokerages and partnerships around the country and team accounts. And I set up a company called Pearson Smith, and Dustin was a rookie agent there, I think in 2017. In 2018, if you can see the date here, he came in our Mastermind group and said, hey, I'm using one of your tools. This is our highest ROI. This is a letter. I'm going to show it to you in just a bit, called the Near My Homeowner letter. He folds it, he puts it in an envelope, mails it first class, even made a little Canva testimonial page, mails it to 250 homes and gets 10 listings for 17 grand each in commission. So he's saying that's our highest ROI, right? And so that was cool. He was very verbose. It came in the Mastermind group a lot in those early years. But if we fast forward to this year, that company had 300 agents when he joined. It now has 1,000 agents, and he's the top agent with a team of 24 agents working with him. And they are the top selling team in that company. Prior to this, before he became an agent, because here I'm telling you, in 2018, he was a rookie. He was a manager at Office Depot. So he really wasn't like a full-on realtor when he started. He just learned these tools to use in our system. and grew his business tremendously. I don't know what you're doing with listings to leads. Some of you have heard of us for years, and some of you just like, oh, I have a listing now and I want to use your system to get some great app. You don't really even know what it does, right? So if you just got a listing and you want to market that, definitely turn on your social media. You can get some great stuff. If you're somebody trying to grow your business or double or triple your business, you're going to want to learn how to use our system. And that's what Lead Gen Webinars is about. And that's what our YouTube channel is about. Okay. Now, I asked everybody, and I know people have been coming in on the call since I've been talking here. There is a GoToMeeting chat panel somewhere on your computer. And in that is a section called Handouts. And in the handouts are 2 handouts, and one's called Facebook and Google ads, and one is called Top Tools for More Listings. Now, if you remember my Lead Gen Webinars link, these are the classes that I host. I recommend that you open these up in the handout section and you print them both and you leave them on your desk. That gentleman I just showed you, Dustin Fox, he's doing everything that's on these pages. He's actually not doing all of it. But if you're trying to wonder where should I start or what should I do, you should be doing the actions on these 2 flyers. Okay. I'm going to give you some other resources to help you understand where to start. But let me just walk through Top Tools for More Listings real quickly. You should mail out a nearby homeowner letter. Number 1 thing, high quality leads. You should be running ads on pending, under contract, and sold listings. It takes 2 clicks. You get leads with name, email, and phone number. You create home valuation landing pages for all of your farm markets. Oh, what? No audio? Can you guys hear me? Everybody? Yes. Check your speakers. Sorry. Thanks, everybody. Give me 1 second. Okay. So once you create a home value page, and I'll show you where to do that in a minute, run ads on Facebook and Google. You're going to get leads with that. There are PDF guides. I mentioned that at the beginning of the call. 40 are for buyers, 40 are for sellers. So market those to Facebook and Google to get listings. We have clients doing that all the time. Market the PDF guides. You don't need to just run ads. You can do for free stuff. The sold report, sold postcards, really easy. If you've got a CRM with leads in it, we got a lot of tools that you should be hitting them up. You should be, definitely doing that. And then advanced custom audience in Facebook. That's a little bit advanced. It's really important. It helps you target on Facebook. Let's go look at Facebook and Google ads real quick. Here's the gist of this. If you run ads on early stage listings, you're going to get buyer leads. If you run ads on later stage listings, you're going to get seller leads. If you use our software to run ads on Facebook, you're going to get name, email, and phone number pre-populated from the ads, right? From the profiles. When you're using a tool on the internet or in a paper or in a postcard, and you are driving people to a page where they have to type in their own information, you may not know this. That's actually not a really effective way of capturing a lead. Nobody wants to give you their real email or phone number. We have print tools, so we know this. We've been doing this for 15 years. When you use a Facebook ad, their name, email, and phone number is pulled out automatically from their profile and sitting on the form. And all we have to do is click yes. And guess what? People click yes all the time, and they give our clients name, email, and phone numbers all the time. Okay. And then run ads on Google, on PDF guides, and run ads on landing pages. And then Google, more expensive leads, higher intent leads, higher quality leads, more expensive leads. Really easy to do, just as easy as it is on our Facebook. So I'm going to go back to the Mastermind one more time. And I am going to show you a lady that just last week, I think, came in here, and she's pretty good about sharing what's going on. She's getting a lot of activity with our system because she's using the tools. But she came in just last week. I want to say the ideas. And she's saying, hey, I just closed on this L2L home on Monday. And now the seller's getting ready to close on their new home on Friday. This client found me on a Facebook ad for a just sold home that I sold in the same neighborhood. That's how easy it is. That's what people are doing to get listings. That was November 20th. It's now November 25th. Okay. Facebook ads. I don't know what you know about Facebook ads, but our ads get name, email, and phone number, and you're able to act on them. And that's a good thing. As you can see, our clients are getting business out of this. So we're in the account now. And there's a setup section that you want to make sure you're doing. And it's usually over here on the right. Let's see if I can customize this and get it real quickly. Product update. Give me just a second here, guys. It's usually not here. Cancel. There's a section that I want to get to. When you're new to us, it's right up here on the top right, and it's like account setup. So I'm going to take a minute and show you what it tells you to do, what it walks you through, because a lot of agents don't set everything up, and you're literally leaving money on the table when you don't set everything up. Here's the thing about our setup. It asks you 3 times to connect to social media, and I think that's what's confusing people. You need to connect 3 times. First, it's asking you to connect for social media auto posting. And that means this is where we're auto posting your listings. We put landing pages behind every post so you can actually get free leads this way. We also auto post your free home values landing page. You can turn it off if you want. We also auto post the down payer assistance and new construction. You can turn it off or turn it on. This is where you connect your CRM. So every time you capture a lead, we drop it in your CRM. We got APIs for multiple big CRMs. If you don't see your CRM there, find the email address from your CRM company and drop it here and say, hey, where do I send my leads? And then you put it there and you save it. Okay. So that's what you can do when it comes to setting it. Now you put your logos and stuff here, and that's going to flow through everything. So that's good. I do like to go over here on the left. And if we go from the bottom to the top, let's see a couple things here. If you got a strong website and a website that can take traffic and turn it into a lead, like you click 3 or 4 times and now you got to register, put a link to it right here and put the name of your favorite town, right? And just say whatever homes for sale. And when you check that box, and save it, that's going to be an automated link. If you've got a website with an IDX that people can search forever and you never get a lead, don't waste your time on this. But that's lead links down here. There's also text IVR. Now this is an add-on, and this is $10 a month, and you get codes. You see these numbers? So when you see a home, when we're auto posting the social media for you, or if you're printing something, or if you're running an ad, it's going to say, for more information, click here or text this number to that number. The nice thing about text IVR is when they text, you're getting a phone number. And guess what? You can text until they're ready to talk, and then you have a phone call and you get a meeting, all that. So text can be useful, right? Somebody asked in the Mastermind group, it was funny. Actually, they wanted to start a chat group about success stories. So I want to point out to you that right here is a tab called Success Stories. And you're going to see a lot of agents say, hey, this is what I'm doing to get success. There's a lot of stuff in here. You might want to scan this real quick. Okay. If you want to tell other people about us because you know a lot of agents and they're all trying to work and grow their business, you can actually have your own link where you're getting 15% commission on a monthly basis of anybody who signs up. It says refer and earn. You need a PayPal account. There you go. Your leads sit right here on the left. So any lead that you capture anywhere, it's right here. Now, earlier I was saying there's AI text follow-up. That's an add-on. You get 50% off on the first month. I don't recommend using our AI text follow-ups unless you're going to be generating more than 50 leads a month. Now, again, if you're an agent that's just going to be marketing a listing and you'll probably forget about it for 6 months and then you'll get another listing, then you definitely don't want AI text follow-up. But if you're somebody who's running ads every week and using multiple tools and you want to convert leads, you probably want to have our AI text follow-up. There's also this section here, which is just follow-ups. Okay. And these are email campaigns. So email follow-up, you can turn it on for buyers, for sellers. And I definitely recommend that. Right now, I recommend this if you don't have your CRM, because you remember how I showed you can connect your CRM and your leads could drop automatically. in the CRM. You probably have your own drip campaign in your CRM. I will say most of those drip campaigns are fairly stale right out of the box. Our drip campaigns actually can help close appointments. We are embedding PDF guides and landing pages. So there's more information that they're getting. Your typical drip campaigns are awesome if you like to read things and call agents. That's about all they do. I would look at that. I would look at your own drip campaigns and feel and gauge, are you getting engagement from that? If you're not, turn ours on, test them out. If we keep moving up, you're going to see client reviews. Definitely get your reviews in here. We create a page called, it's a website, right? It's got all your reviews. You can see it here, and it's got your reviews. It's got all of your listings that are in your account, even if they're sold. And you can share this on social media. All of these buttons here, they all capture leads. These buttons, all lead capture. Download a report. See all my listings. Here's my landing pages. When you see those buttons, this one, what's your homework? This is all lead capture on one page. What should you be doing this? You should copy this link, and you should go over here, and let's just go to my page, because I was talking to somebody earlier today. And I want to remind you, if you have a team, if you need a team account, reach out to me. I'm Vincent Listings to Leads. But I was talking to a team just today, and we shared this. So this here, sorry, I got too many things open up. I can't see. This is the client review page. Okay. And it says, thanks, Barry, for your review. So this guy actually has a review from a guy named Barry. So I said, you should be friends with your client on Facebook, and you should tag him, tag your client, and thank him for the review. And it says, hey, he's a realtor from Keller Williams. So you get it that this is a real estate related deal. If one of your client's friends sees this, and they would see it if you tag the client, they might click on this. And now you know that this is just loaded with lead capture for you, with all of your reviews, with your marketing plan. It's going to have your branding and colors associated with all of your listings, and they can download PDF guides. It's just designed to help you capture leads, right? You've got reviews maybe floating somewhere on the internet. Can you capture leads with them? Probably not. But now you can, because you can share that website and tag your client. It's a client review page. There's also the landing page section. If we keep moving up, and landing pages I mentioned earlier, like what is your home worth and new construction, and you can create unlimited landing pages in your account. You see this landing page? This is associated to all of your listings. It's got that generic driveway thing in the background. If your neighborhoods don't look like this, you might want to change that photo. Anytime you see a pencil, that means you can edit it. And when you click the pencil, you're going to go to the editor for this particular page, and you can change the photo on the left-hand side. And depending on where you are, you might want to do that, because wherever you're using our tools, it might be associated to the client review page that we just looked at. It might be associated to an open house you're marketing. What's the problem here? Can you guys hear me okay? I'm having a stuck in outer space minute. You should be able to click edit and drop in a pencil there. Sorry. Yeah, you can hear me, right? Okay. You can create landing pages here. If you click create landing page, we have multiple templated landing pages for iBuyers, for instant home valuation, for FSBOs, for expireds. You can create your own custom landing pages for buyers or for sellers. Thank you, Lisa. Once you have those, and I have a custom one right here, you can click on marketing tools, and then you can advertise them with Facebook ads or with a free social media post. You might have a QR code. You might have print tools or e-flyers, right? This is a custom one, so it didn't have everything associated to it. But this is a typical one. So if I click marketing tools here, you'll see I can do Facebook ads, I can do Google ads, I can do social media posts, e-flyer for my database, so I can just copy and blast it out, and postcards and door hangers, all kinds of stuff like that. Now on the setup side, is you go to social content here. And again, the wizard walks you through this, but I can get to there. when you come here the first time, it's going to say connect your social media accounts. You can go to multiple social media accounts. Then it's going to ask you how many days a week you want to publish. And then it's going to say, what topics do you want? Definitely turn on the PDF guide. You remember how I mentioned there are 80 of them? We will post them throughout the year automatically with a landing page behind it. Have your American holidays. I don't know about the random stuff, but have 2 or 3 or 4 of these home design sections, because there's really colorful conversational articles that we can post throughout the year for you. If you like this motivational quote stuff, great. Outdoor living, I like gardening, do that. There's even some meme stuff, right? Whatever you can want. I don't think you want all of them turned on because it's a lot of content, right? But put some on. Once you set this, you can set it and forget it. You don't need to worry about it. Now, we talked about PDF guides a couple of times, but I'm just going to go here. When you set up on your profile, your template, your colors, your logo, all of that flows through every PDF guide, okay? And we'll talk about ads in a moment, but you have multiple ways of marketing these things, just like it was on the landing page. You can run ads on Facebook. You can run ads on Google. You can share them for free on social media. But remember, the social content will do that automatically, so you don't even have to touch this. You just set up once. There's always an e-flyer for your database. And if you have a lot of leads, meaning more than 200 or 300 leads in your CRM, you probably want to copy this code right here where it says copy code and get this freaky stuff here, which is called HTML, and take it over to your CRM, paste it like that, click a button in your system so that it looks graphical, and then blast it out on your leads. That link there is lead capture. That picture is lead capture. There are print flyers, there are door hangers, postcards, multiple ways of marketing. This is a marketing powerhouse for you. The more you're using, the more leads you're going to capture, right? Let's jump up to listings. And I'll tell you, you remember at the beginning of the call, I mentioned Dustin Fox, and I said how he was like a manager at Office Depot, and Aaron. Dustin actually did an interview with RE Technology and was talking about it. And he said for every listing they run through our platform, they get 2.2 more listings, right? How the heck is that happening? He's using the tools that I mentioned, the tools on this page and the tools on this page, right? There's actually overlap in these things. If you focused on this one, you get there. Don't forget, you should be downloading this. It's inside the handout section. If you're watching this call in a recording, hit up our support team or email me at Vincent_Listings_Leads and I'll send that to you. So let's go back. I think I got too many pages open and I'm lost. Oh yeah, let's go to market listings. A lot of what we have, you have, right? Like a lot of our tools, you've got postcards, you've got probably a single property website, you've got e-flyer. Difference from yours and ours is yours usually have photos and branding all sorted out for you. If you're from any of the major franchises around the country, they definitely have your branding straight. What they don't have straight is your lead capture. And every one of these tools that we're looking at here, the free social media posts, the Facebook ads, the tools for your seller's social media, the e-flyers, the postcards, they all have, there's lead capture on the front, QR code and a link, what's your home worth on the back, lead capture, right? E-flyer for your database, same thing, lead capture. Up top, become a buyer lead. On the bottom, become a seller lead. Open house marketing. We've got clients generating 50 to 100 leads from one open house. Are you doing that? So the number one tool, when we go look at this here, top tools for more listings, the number one tool for high quality listing leads is called the Nearby Homeowner Letter. Where do you get that? You go over here, under every listing is a Nearby Homeowner Letter. And our clients that get the most value, that grow their business the most, they usually mail out 100 of these every time they have a property just listed. And then they mail it again when the home is sold. Then they'll mail out another 100. There are a lot of our clients who do this, right? Let's look at it together real quick. You'll realize it's not the sexiest thing in the world. It's just not. But that's really our point. Our point is we live in an ADD nation. Nobody can really focus on anything for too long. So it's a really straightforward letter. Hey, we just listed a home. Go check it out. Scan it. That affects your home value. Go here to get your free home value. Remember that? Now this, I'm going to click on it because I'm on a computer, but this is a piece of paper. You recognize this landing page? Does that landing page look like your neighborhood's? That's why you want to change your first picture if it doesn't. You mail this to people. You physically mail this to people. Okay. And we have a partner called Express Copy who will do that for you. If you have an account, you can click print and mail, and they have a national database of everybody in the country. If you click get mailing list, you can say, oh, I want a 1 or 2 mile radius. And you click that button, they will download that letter, they'll fold it, and they'll mail it to people who have owned their homes for more than 6 years in whatever radius you decide. You want to get this letter out. And when we think about what should you do, I don't know what stage of real estate you're in, but let me give you what I think the best thing you should be doing. You should be mailing 2 pieces of our content to your farm market once a month or every month, right? So maybe it's a just sold postcard. Maybe it's just listed. Maybe it's a nearby homeowner letter like I just showed you. Maybe it's the home sold report on the back of your home valuation page. You should be mailing physical mail to your market. If you're using our tools, you now know there's call to actions. You should be running ads on Facebook once a week, minimally $50 a week. If you're somebody managing 2, 5 or more listings, you already know that you need to be doing that. And so you'll have lots of ways of doing that. And then you should be using our e-flyers and blasting them out on your leads. Okay. And you should be doing that once a week. So if you realize what I'm telling you, you're going to mail your target market, you're going to run ads on your target market, and you're going to email your target market. All of those solutions have capture for you. This is how you grow your business. Okay. Now let's go back here and let's dive a little bit further down on this story here, which is, yeah, Express Copy can do it for you. If we go to our mastermind group, you will notice, like the story I showed you with Dustin Fox, that was 6 years ago, right? But we have a lot of people who are using this right now. And I want to share with you this story, Pat Motley. Pat has been a client of ours, I think, for 12 years now. And she is one of these people that mails out 100 every time it's just listed and mails out 100 just sold. If you look for her name in the mastermind group, you will see that she's been getting listings from like condos where she just keeps remailing these letters and she just keeps getting more and more listings. She blew us away last fall because she said, hey, I'm mailing this out. So she prints out 100, then she flips it over and she uses Microsoft Publisher to print on the back so it looks like an envelope. And then she handwrites these things. Now, why would Pat be going through all that work, which, as she states in her post, is 4 hours of time? Why would she do that if Express Copy will do it in 2 clicks? Here's why. In the first 100, 4 homeowners called her for home value reports. And on the second batch, which this is the second batch we're looking at, another 3 called her and 1 started texting her. All 8 of those people want to sell their home with her this year from 1 home and 200 pieces of mail. I don't know if you're going to get that kind of result from Express Copy because we've seen those envelopes. They are hitting the right people, but the envelope looks a little generic, right? You can tell that this, you might have to open because it actually says on this local street, right? Pat was so cool that if you go look here, you will notice that she actually shares the software for Microsoft Publisher. So if you're using Microsoft Publisher and you want to do that, the way she created that stamp and that envelope thing there, it's right there. You can have it. Okay. So that's a lot of our clients. They buy their lists from companies like Arch Agent, from listsource.com, from Remind.com, from Redx.com, or even from Cole Resource. I recommend that you get a list of homeowners in your core farm market and you get their name, phone number, email, and address. And if you have your address, now you got the perfect tool to mail them, right? You could also just say, hey, I want to get my properties that are sold. And I really want to stress this because I think every agent knows that if you want more listings, you should be doing just sold marketing, right? Let me ask here, how many people here market things when they're sold that capture leads? Just, I do. Just let me know. Because I'm friends with hundreds, maybe thousands of agents on Facebook. And what I have noticed is they're pretty awesome at sharing colorful things on the, what they're not awesome at is actually capturing leads. Lisa, you do most of the time. What do you use when you say that I sold? Is it a picture of a home and you say I sold this home? I think agents, they have learned that they should be doing it, but I don't think even 10% of realtors market a home when it's sold. And of the 10% that do, most of them are sharing a picture and saying, I sold this home. And that's it. In our world, you can actually go, hey, here's a sold home. And I could automatically post it with listings lead, just automatically. And notice it says this home is sold. That affects your home value. Click here to get your home value. That's what our sold marketing is about. We also have sold postcards. You could use express copy or you could use every door direct. Why would you use it? Because on the front and on the back, there's lead capture to get you more listings. If you want more listings, this could be one of those things you can mail every month. But let me show you what you really should be doing with a sold listing. You should click on Facebook and Instagram ads, and we're going to write the ad. Let's give it a second and click create ad. And you will get leads with name, email, and phone number. Yeah. How do you add your CRM if it isn't in there? Nicole, what CRM are you using? Oh, good. Lisa, you're using our software to do your stuff. Good. Yeah. You're like Brivity. So let me go and point to this question. If we go to the profile and we go to CRM integration, Brivity is right here. This is how you connect, right? Do you see that, Nicole? If your CRM is not here, there's hundreds of CRM companies out there. If you're not on this list, ask them, do you have an email address for me, the agent, that I can send leads to? And then you'll scrape them and drop them in my CRM, right? And if the answer is no, I think it's a good time for you to get a CRM because you don't really have automation. But it says, I will send my L to command. I want it the other way around. I don't know what you mean by I want it the other way around. It says it will send my L to command. Oh, you want to send your leads and command to listings to leads? Is that it, Lisa? And in case that's not yes, we don't do that. So a lot of clients see the automation and the drip campaigns that we have, and they want to send all their leads, but we can't do that. Yeah. So that's the answer there. Can we explain that the concept of subdomains? I wish I knew more about that. It's really let's see if I can find it over here in the profile, in account, domains. You might have your own domain, right? Thomas, the Rockstar Realtor, right? And you could add it here and it would tell us, it would tell you, when we have our domains, so one of our big domains is Search All Properties. Let's go look over here. And this one is at Free Home Values. The domain, if you had your own and you wanted to have it be in front, like Joe's Real Estate .freehomevalues.net, you can do that. That's what subdomains are. I don't think it's really a useful exercise, but here's another thing I want to point out. You like this page here, every one of you has this in your account. Okay. And you might think, hey, I want to have I bought a GoDaddy URL that says Nancy sells homes. And I want to have GoDaddy send the traffic to this. So that if you're doing print mailings like this, you could say, hey, I'm going to put Nancy sells homes right here. And when they type that in, it's going to drop them on here, right? You could do that for print. I want to caution you, don't try to do that on Facebook or Google ads because that looks like a spoofed address and they don't like that. So you want to use the kind of raw link that we're sending you. Thomas, I hope that helps. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about ad software. I can't stress it enough. And I want to point out that this is a landing page. We have many landing pages. We have landing pages on your PDF guides. This is the instant home value one. So let's just see how it works, right? You type in your address, any residential address will work, and you click get home value, right? Now, this by default is going to ask, it's going to say, okay, we have your home ready. We have your home report ready. And this one says, hey, what would you sell your home for? Which I don't know why that's there, but if you put in a number, now it's going to ask you, you see how it's asking me my name, email, and phone number? Well, you know that people don't want to put that in. I'm sure when you are presented with a form online, you're not going to be putting your contact information in there, right? Because you don't know where it's going. It's really hard. It's almost impossible to get a phone number from an online form like this. And often I'm sure you guys have seen Mickey Mouse at Disney.com. That's what's happening. The reason why I'm telling you that is that's what an online form is. But when you use our ad software and you run an ad on open house or something just listed or something just sold, you see this, it says lead ads. That's our default setting. Leave it alone. That's exactly what you want to be doing. I recommend that you only run lead ads, and I'm going to show you why in just a second here. So this is pre-written. This home is sold, affects your home value, get your free home value. I'm just going to click on advanced options to show you what the lead form looks like. Okay. It says form questions, name, email, and phone number. What's your time frame to sell? These are automatically in the ad. And this information, they don't have to type in. It's pulled from their profile. Their name, phone number, and email are sitting right there. Our clients love this part of our platform because you can't get more accurate contact information than doing that. I'm just clicking on here to show you, you actually don't need to do any of that. You could just go, boom, create ad. I do want to show you a couple of things that you can do here. This is a sold property. So to make this a little more effective, you could say, hey, sold, this has to be factually correct, right? Sold 10K above asking, right? Sold in 1 week, multiple offers. If I'm a homeowner and you're saying any of these things, I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to slow down for a half a second, right? And recognize that, oh, I can get my home value, right? That is going to show up on Facebook. And let's just go over to Facebook real quick. This is why it's so powerful. Let me ask you, just yes or no in the chat panel. Have you run ads on Facebook? Do you run ads on? This is an ad from Timex. Notice that I came into Facebook. I see one thing from somebody that I know, which I don't actually know. And the second thing I see is an ad. That's how Facebook works. And if I keep scrolling down, I'm going to keep seeing ads from people who are targeting me. And you can target. So Anna's saying she does run ads. Lisa, not so much. Do you not like leads, Lisa, with name, email, and phone number? You're just not interested. There are clients who just want to have really robust marketing, right? And that's what we are. But if you're not really into leads, then don't worry about using Facebook because you're going to get leads with name, email, and phone number. So let's go over to the Mastermind group. And I want to show you something from one of our clients. This guy, his name is Brian. He is an office owner of LPT in Texas. And I set up his office. It's been over a year, almost 2 years, I think. And he put this video in our Mastermind group to share with all of you. And let's see if you can hear it.
This morning, I had a meeting with Thomas Sargent talking about listings and how are we going to do a approach listing? How can we get listings? Most of you are using it.
This is going to last for 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Okay. And I'm going to go through it, but it's really important.
The listings to leads platform. One of the things that you can do in listings to leads is market any property that is either under contract or it just sold. So last week we closed 47 Trellis Court. So property with us, we generated 114 leads on this property and only closed 3 or 4 transactions because of it. Well, I want to share with you that was to that meeting this morning. I ran a just sold market We had just sold this property, and in about 30 minutes, the first lead. And the lead went into my database, and they got a text message that just simply said, "Hey, thanks for inquiring about the Homeowner car notes. What else you thinking about moving?" That led to an additional text conversation, and went to 4 o'clock appointment to call the gentleman, and it's 4 o'clock Thomas, and I called the guy and set up basically a $400,000 listing appointment along with probably a $450,000 purchase. The tool worked. I encourage everyone to get out there and utilize different things. That's it. You're able to listings to market, listings to leads. And just wanted to share that. This app cost me $4 today. You paid $150,000. Implement it, be proactive, go get you some listings.
Could you hear that? Could everybody hear what Brian was saying there? What Brian was saying is that, and I asked him, if you look at the notes on that, I asked Brian, did you do anything custom to that ad? And he said, no, I just clicked on the home that was sold and I clicked create ad. I just used your normal template. You know how I said, hey, you should have this data here? He didn't even do that. He just ran an ad in Texas. And he said in the call there, he said a couple things in case you didn't hear it. He said that he generated 114 buyer leads with name, email, and phone number from that listing, and 4 people bought homes. There is a cost for lead. When you're running ads, it probably cost them $350 to $400 for all 114 buyer leads. Okay. But out of the 114, 4 people bought a home in Texas. I'm pretty sure the commission on that is more than $350. Then at the end, second half of the call, the video there, he says, we flipped it to sold and we ran an ad. And what he says, it's a $4 ad. Actually, what he means, it was a $4 lead. Facebook charged him $4. The ad he ran was just like this one, that's $50. Right. It was just his first lead. And yes, he was using AI chat, because what he knows is what I said to you very early on this call today is nobody wants your phone call. And they don't care about your email. It's just going into spam or never getting opened, but they will respond to text messages. So he uses text to start. And so they were texting throughout the morning until the guy was ready for a phone call. People don't know you. Why are they going to want to talk to you? Right. It's gotta be a really painful reason. Right. But if you're texting, and when you're texting people, don't have a paragraph saved that you're going to unload on these poor people. Ask him a simple question. And you could hear from his call that he said, it has one question. What's got you thinking about moving? And then you can follow up. Is that town, here's the price point. Is you ask simple questions till you're going back and forth till the point where, look, I'm tired of texting. Can we just talk? On that phone call, they book a phone appointment for a listing presentation. And as he said, $400,000 listing presentation, and then turn around and buy another home for $450,000. Since we're talking about listing presentations, I want to show you something that really gets our clients excited. And that is our listing presentation. So if you go to the listing presentation, there's a tab or you go to listings, there's a tab that says listing presentation. I highly recommend that you go here to the property marketing plan and you download and print this. This is going to show you kind of everything that we do. But also you can add a listing, and instead of making it just listed or coming soon or whatever, you can put the status to the listing presentation. And then once you do that, you can download it. And this listing, so what you want to do is, let's say you're going to be on a listing presentation. Somewhere you got a lead, maybe, who knows, it was from us or somebody else. Then you're going to meet somebody, right? Drive in front of their house and take a photograph with your smartphone, or just a photograph, and then go into our system and create the listing before your listing presentation. Okay. And we're going to take that photograph. This is our listing presentation. It looks like this, right? It's going to put their home in front, that picture in throughout this. So when you're running, which, hey, I do Facebook ads. There's your home. That's what it's going to look like. I do social media marketing. There's your home. I create a YouTube video for you. There's your home, right? We embed their photograph of that home inside this presentation. You should be printing this so that you understand everything that's available. Because honestly, this thing is 27 pages long. You can even say, hey, scan this with your smartphone. You know what will happen? We're going to instantly send them a mobile optimized website. You're basically a marketing powerhouse with us, right? You don't have to say, hey, I do this with listings to leads. You could just say, oh, it's going to be all your brand. It's going to be your logo. It's going to be your page, your contact info on every page, right? You should be using this listing presentation. I'm sure you have a lot of value as a realtor. Between that and this listing presentation, you'd probably be unstoppable. You'd probably win every presentation you're on. So definitely, if you're going on a listing presentation, do that. And one last thing, or a couple last things. If you have questions, we're almost at the top of the hour. Please load them in there. We've talked about a lot of things, and I know that's confusing, and Scott and I know it can be overwhelming to a lot of people. But we have a dashboard here, and every time that you log in, there's a dashboard, and you can ask yourself, do I want buyer leads or do I want seller leads? And whichever of these tabs you click on, all the assets that are in here, whether it's later stage listings or landing pages or PDF guides, they're all going to be on this page. So if I need seller leads, I can just click generate seller leads and boom, everything is here. You've also got some marketing checklists over here. So if you want to do seller PDF guides and you're not quite sure, just expand it and you're going to see that there's live webinars here. You can download the checklist or you can see the step-by-step guide. Similarly, if you find yourself with free time, come in, go to the marketing calendar, and every day there of the week is one task, right? Just one task. And you could skip some. Maybe you're not interested in getting buyer leads, so you could skip that, right? But if you click on any of these, you're going to see the checklist of what you got to do, the step-by-step guides, and then go here to market. It's pretty easy once you start getting the flow of what's happening. I'm going to finish. I don't see any more questions. So I'm going to finish with this story. Remember how I was talking about Dustin Fox at the beginning? And I said, hey, why should you learn about us? What I forgot to tell you is we actually have a training call like this years ago. It's in the Mastermind group somewhere. It's buried, where Dustin is talking with us. We invited him because he was really in the group posting things and saying, hey, this is working and blah, blah, blah. And so we actually have a recorded call in here somewhere with him. You should actually watch this, guys. Let's see here. I'm going to send this to everybody. This is really pretty useful. This is I'm going to send this to everybody.
Use CRMs.
Not that one. That's not what it is.
See, or you could just use somebody's CRM.
That is a call with Dustin Fox and with Eric Pearson, who owns that office. It's definitely worthwhile. I think I just sent that to everybody. But here's why I wanted to mention. When we did the call with him years ago, we invited him because he was in the Mastermind group talking about all the great things. And we said, hey, would you join us and talk to our clients? He said, yes. And he came on and he said, hey, the reason I am here, I wanted to talk to all of you agents because I was a rookie and I was doing 5 million in my first year. And now I'm doing 20 million. And 80% of my business is coming from listings to leads. And I was like, wow, he didn't tell us that's what he was going to say, but that was impressive. And I asked him, Dustin, how much time do you put in our system to do that, to get 80% of your business from us? And he says, I put in 2 hours every week. He says, I put my daughter in ballet class and I go next door and I work on my laptop at Starbucks. And for 2 hours every week, I use your tools and listings to leads. I run my ads, I do my things, I mail whatever, or do my e-flyers. And that's it. That was 6 years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Now, this guy has a team of 24 agents, and he's the number one agent in an office of 1,000 agents. And like I said at the beginning, he is only doing what is on these 2 flyers. And if you're on this call, these 2 flyers are in the handout section. You should print these and you should get into executing on these consistently. I don't see any more questions, so thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, let me give you a pro tip. Later this week, is one of our best holidays where everybody gets to eat up. And around then, right after then, a number of your competitors are going to take a nap until spring. And that is a really great opportunity for you to be running ads on Facebook, because the cost of a lead will drop if you have competition. It's like auction based. If you want to be getting low cost leads, start running your ads after Thanksgiving and through the Christmas holidays. Even till January 1st. We have seen years where the cost of lead drops 90%. Okay. Man, I got to make that soup. That looks good. And so you can get leads with name, email, and phone number for a lot less money. Any questions? Let's see here. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap up. Let's see here. Yeah, I promise to get the Tibetan budgets. Marketplace. Yeah. You are welcome, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa's been a long-term client, and like most agents, doesn't really use the whole system. And you know what? We add a lot of things, and that's why it's good, Lisa, to be on this call. Like when you started, we have more tools now that did not exist back then. AI did not exist back then. Okay. And I thank you. You're welcome. And everybody, thanks for hanging out with me today. This call has been recorded and it will be in our mastermind group. You're welcome, Rachel. It will be in our mastermind group tomorrow. Yeah, we grow. When we started this company, Facebook advertising did not exist. Okay. When there's something that's going to be useful for a realtor, we will be incorporating it. Awesome, Amber. I'm glad to hear that. If you need help, let me know. I'm at Vincent Listings to Leads. If you need a team account, you can reach me at Vincent Listings to Leads. My contact info is on the website. I'll send this to you now. If you're watching this call and you are watching on a recording and you need these flyers, email me and I'll send them to you. Just say, hey, I need that info. Thanks again. Have a great holiday and eat all you can work it off over the week. Okay. Bye, everybody.